Good morning, friends. Today is Thursday, June 7th, and this is about my fourth time trying to get this uploaded, or made at least. There was, they were cutting their grass. Anyway, here I am. So yes, it is. I did go to Weight Watchers last night for my meeting, and it was a gain. I knew it would be because I had missed 2 weeks, and I was sick in there too. So I had a gain of 3.8. Which is a lot. But I don't want to say I'm okay with it because I'm not okay with it, but I've accepted it. As I say, I knew it was going to be a gain. I didn't think it was going to be that much, but when I look back at, being sick and all that stuff, and I ate stuff because when you don't feel good, you eat what you can that's going to at least stay down and make you feel okay. And all this time, it was the diabetic medication that made me sick. I should have known, but I tried it for I think 6 or 8 weeks because I wanted it to work so bad. But yeah, I was nauseated all the time. I felt weak. It was awful. And those bean-shaped things they give you at the hospital if you're going to be sick. Well, one time I was at the hospital like years ago, and the nurse said that I should take it home with me because she wasn't sure I was going to make it all the way home without throwing up again. So I had that, so that was good, but it seems like I carried it around with me for like almost the whole time I was on that medication. And finally I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. So I went off it by myself and I went back to my metformin until I see the diabetic nurse again, which is next week, and then we will do what the next medication will be, because that Janumet sure did not sit well with me. Woo! But anyway, so yes, it was a gain, but that's okay. I'm fresh today with a new outlook and new, it is what it is. I do know I don't have to miss meetings now because of the nice lady that's there. I was worried. She said she would give me a ride, but I was worried because of the seatbelt. Being in someone else's vehicle, you never know, right? Well, God love her. After the meeting last night, she said, come with me. And I'm like, where? And she goes, you're going to get in the car and you're going to put that seatbelt on. And I said, oh, Linda, I don't know if I can. I said, I'd be embarrassed. And she said, just get in the car. And I'm like, okay. So it's funny. We have a van. It's very easy to get in and out of. She has a car. It proved to be a little bit tricky. She did have a table in the back she was picking up, so the driver or the passenger seat was like right up as far as it would go. So I was like, I don't know how to describe it, but I felt like this. But anyway, I grabbed the seatbelt, locked it in, no problem, and I could pull it out. There was still room. So we kind of chuckled, and she said, there, now, no excuses. If you can't make it, you call me. So I will. And I really appreciated her doing that. And it was a good meeting. What else? I don't think there's much else to tell you, really. I've just been kind of taking it easy. I did buy, a lady had 24 hardcover Danielle Steele books. And I really like that author, and I thought, okay, I'm going to buy it. This will be summer reading. It'll be really good. Yeah, my eyes are not good enough for that. Although this one doesn't look too bad today, actually. Usually it's quite a bit more closed, so I'm okay with that. But so what I've decided to do, I used to be such a reader. Like, I always wanted to read. Well, my tablet I downloaded the Kindle app, so it's on my tablet. And I love it because I can make that font as big as I need to make it. So my I don't want to say treat. I don't want to use the word treat, but I'm going to. My treat for sticking with Weight Watchers and doing what I'm supposed to is I'm going to get a book a month and download it onto my Kindle so I can make the font nice and big. I'm reading a book right now that I really like, so that's good. What else? This is kind of, wait till you guys hear this. I went for my therapy yesterday. As you know, I go to an addictions counselor because I am addicted to food. Like, there's people that are overweight that aren't addicted to food. They just, whatever, but I'm addicted to food. So anyway, I'm shaking. I don't mean to be. So anyway, she told me, which really floored me, that she doesn't really think I should do Weight Watchers. I was like, what? And she said, Sandy, she said, you are a food addict. And I said, yes. And she said, and what does Weight Watchers do? And I said, makes you accountable, keeps you on track. There's support there. And she goes, yes, that's all true. But she said, it has you focusing on the numbers. She said, you go and get weighed. If you lose, they say you do good. If you gain, they give you tips on what to do to make it a better week the next week. Excuse me. And I said, yes, and that's good. And she goes, it is good. She said, and then you get like a point thing too, right? And I said, yes. And she said, so constantly you are thinking about food. And I thought to myself, sweetie, I'm a food addict. I'm always thinking about food. Not necessarily bad food, but like I think, what am I going to eat? What am I going to have? Stuff like that. But anyway, so she doesn't think it's a good idea, but I got news for her. And I said to her, I said, I think it's good that you told me that, and I will give it some consideration. In my mind, I'm like, no, I'm not going to not go to Weight Watchers. But I said, to be honest with you, I can't be trusted. She said, what do you mean? And I said, I cannot be trusted. I need to go and get weighed. I need to be on top of it. I said, if not, I said, I can't be trusted and I'll have stuff. I said, for instance, on one of the Wednesdays I knew I wasn't going, I was like, oh, I can have this. Oh, I can have that. Oh, no problem. I'll eat this today and I'll have it off by Wednesday. Well, before I knew it, that I'll have it today was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Next thing I knew, it was Sunday and I was still having things I shouldn't have. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I've got 3 days. I have to get this weight off in 3 days. Well, no. Sorry, that's just a truck going by. Well, no, I can't keep doing that. So that's what I mean by I can't be trusted. If I'm not going and weighing in and staying for meetings and stuff, I'm going to fall back to what I do. And in fact, this is embarrassing, but I will tell you anyway, just so you can understand a bit about how bad my food addiction is. When I wake up in the morning, lots of times I wake up tired because I haven't had a good night's sleep, or I wake up in pain. And you know what gets me up? Well, I sleep in my recliner, but do you know what gets me up? My coffee. Knowing that I'm going to have this nice, creamy, delicious coffee gets me up in the morning. So there you are. I'm thinking about, it's not food, but it's the same thing. So it gets me up in the morning, and lots of times at bed, I will have a piece of cheese or maybe some grapes. So there again, food. So basically, it's an all-day thing. Yes, I don't eat all day. In fact, sometimes I only eat one meal a day. But I'm thinking about food, and I'm thinking, what am I going to have? When am I going to eat it? Stuff like that. So I think not going to Weight Watchers would be a really big mistake. So I did thank her for telling me. I told her I would consider it and give it some thought, but as I said to her, I can't be trusted. So I am going. So anyway, that kind of threw me for a loop, though. I was like, what? You'd think she would be like all for it, but I do understand where she's coming from. And there's a book she wants me to read. What's it called? Something about emotional eating, because I am an emotional eater and I'll be the first to admit it. Things are going good, I celebrate with food. Things are going bad, I celebrate with food. The only time I don't eat, and we're trying to figure out what this is all about, if I'm mad, I don't eat. If I'm in a snit about something or whatever, if I'm mad, then I just don't eat. And so we don't know what that's all about, but we'll get into all that. I do enjoy going to see her because it does open my eyes to my feelings and what I do what I do when I go to eat and stuff. So I'm glad, and my meetings are regular again, or my appointments, because as I say, I was sick there for a bit, so I did miss appointments. But right now, I think it's every 2 weeks. I think the very most in between might be 3 weeks. So that's good. It gives me insight. So anyway, that is it. Yes, I did gain and I still have a smile on my face. And it was a lot. 3.8 is pretty darn close to 4. So see, I can't be trusted. But anyway, so back on track, back feeling better. So that is that. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Your support. You know, you guys, when I'm down or thinking, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that, you know, I think about you guys and some of the comments you leave, and it just makes me smile. And I think, you know what? There are people that care, and you just do it, you know, just do it. Those people are there for you. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate my new subscribers. I appreciate my regular subscribers. And your comments are always so wonderful. And I guess that is it. Oh, I do have one more thing real quick. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm so excited. I'm nervous, but for a different reason. Not for the thing that you think I'm nervous about. But I haven't had my hair colored in probably, I'd say 5 years. And I'm trying to let it grow, even though it's very thin on top. I'm trying to let it grow. But I get to get my hair done tomorrow. Bill got me a certificate to get my hair colored and cut. I'm not going to get very much cut off because, as I say, I do want it to grow. Even though I'm older now, I don't know if being my age, if longer hair is like faux pas or whatever, but so I'm excited. I don't know what color we're gonna do it. I just don't know, but anyway, that is my exciting news for I'm doing that tomorrow. So yay. Okay guys, thanks again for watching, and I will talk to y'all real soon, and thanks again for your support. It really does mean the world to me. Okay, bye guys.